Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the language of corporate filings. Today we're diving into a company that seems to be having a bit of an identity crisis, at least according to NASDAQ. But before we spill all the tea, if you appreciate getting the inside scoop on all things corporate, make sure you are subscribed and come join us in the Corporate Decoder community on Discord. Link is in the description below. So sit back, relax, and let's see what Seer Incorporated is all about. Today we are covering Seer's 8K form filed in July of 2025. Now, what is an 8K form? Well, companies use it to announce big news to investors. Think of it as a corporate bat signal. Here's where things get interesting. Seer basically told NASDAQ, the stock market they're listed on, that they might not be following all the rules. Specifically, there is an issue with the audit committee, which is a group of people who oversee the company's financial reporting and make sure everything is above board. One of NASDAQ's rules says that this committee needs to have at least 3 members, and at least one of them needs to be a financial whiz, someone with serious accounting or finance experience. Says that this committee needs to have at least 3 members and at least one of them needs to be a financial whiz, someone with serious accounting or finance experience. Seer is saying that after their latest shareholder meeting, they might be short on that financial expertise. Now don't panic, because Seer has a plan and NASDAQ has provided a grace period to fix this issue. The company is looking at who is on their board of directors and the committees they serve on, and they plan to get back in compliance with the NASDAQ rules soon. It is basically like getting a warning but having a chance to fix it. Moving on, the company held its annual meeting on the same day. It looks like there was a good turnout, with around 90% of the eligible votes present either in person, online, or by proxy, meaning someone voted on their behalf. This means they had enough people to make important decisions. The first item on the agenda was electing directors, the people who sit on the board and guide the company's strategy. The shareholders voted on 6 nominees: Omid Faroukhalezad, Mita Guliani, Terence Maguire, Robert Langer, Dipchand Nishar, and Nicholas Roloffs. Let's take a look at how the votes played out. So for Omid Faroukhalezad, there were 68,705,462 votes withheld. Mita Guliani got 69,070 and he won 2 withheld, 462 votes withheld. Mita Guliani got 69,079,044 votes for and 6,525 votes for. Robert Langer had 68,948 withheld. Terence Maguire received 59,664,000 for and Havranani got 69,079,404 votes for, Roberts for, and 61,060 without, add 40 votes for, with 10,560 withheld. Dipchand Nishar got 63,040 votes for. What about Langer had 68,948 withheld. Terence Maguire received 59,66 votes for and 70,47 withheld. The one withholding shares for Klein 44 withheld. What about those broker non-votes? These happen when brokers holding shares for clients don't get instructions on how to vote. The second item was about the company's accounting firm. The shareholders were asked to approve Deloitte and Touche as the company's independent registered public accounting firm for the year ending December 31, 2025. Basically, did they agree with the company's pick for the people who check their financial statements? The votes are in and it's a thumbs up for Deloitte and Touche. 85,859 and 701 votes were cast in favour, 4,444 voted against, and 17,403 abstained. This means that most shareholders are okay with Deloitte and Touche keeping an eye on Seer's books. Now, here comes the part where the company reminds everyone that they cannot predict the future. This filing contains forward-looking statements. In plain English, the company is saying, hey, we're making predictions about the future, but things might change. Don't hold us to it. They point out that things could turn out differently than they expect, and they are not promising to update these statements unless the law requires them to. Here is my take on all of this, and what I think is notable. Seer is dealing with a small hiccup here. It is a bit concerning when a company admits it might not be meeting the listing requirements of a major stock exchange like NASDAQ. It raises questions about corporate governance, which is how a company is directed and controlled. However, the fact that they're addressing it and have a plan to fix it is a good sign. It shows they are aware of the issue and are taking steps to resolve it. The shareholder meeting seemed pretty standard. Electing directors and ratifying the accounting firm are routine, but necessary parts of running a public company. So, is Seer heading for disaster? Probably not. This seems like a minor setback that they should be able to overcome. However, it is something to keep an eye on because strong corporate governance is essential for long-term success. Alright, that is our breakdown of the latest Form 8K. What are your takes on Seer, and what do you think all of this means for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives into the language of corporate filings. Don't forget to check out Corporate Decoder's Discord server in the description below. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.